Today on Co-op for Two, a quick spoiler-free review of true crime stories. What's so different about this box of 3 cold case games? Stay tuned to find out. As a reminder, I purchase all the games we play on this channel myself, and I have no relationship with the publisher. If you want to see more unbiased content like this on the channel, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So what is True Crime Stories? Well, let's take a look at the back of the box. It's 3 independent cold case games. They go from easy to medium to hard. They are unrelated to each other. They're not part of a campaign. There is a common theme among them, which is that these are based on real postal crime stories. If you're not familiar with what the cold case genre is, it means these aren't puzzles. These aren't escape room logical puzzles. It's much more deduction. There'll be witness statements and various evidence and documents and charts, and you're trying to work through alibis, figure out what's really going on, and solve the crime in the end. Usually that means identifying a culprit to arrest. This box of 3 cases is currently on sale at the end of 2023 for $30 on Amazon. You can't replay these cases. You'll play each case once for about 3 hours, and then you're done. But you can pass it along. Nothing gets destroyed. So you could pass it along and sell it. And you can watch a playthrough of all 3 cases live on YouTube. Let's open up the box and just take a look at what you get. Now, I've said this is spoiler free. I'm just going to show you, we're going to glance through the materials in one of the first case. And we've got a little set of instructions. You do need the internet for this case. You won't be using the internet too much, but you'll use it to solve the case and some intermediate sort of emails during the case that you'll send and get a reply to. Again, they're rated at easy, medium, and hard difficulty. I think that's basically about right. And let's just look at the materials of the first case. This is exactly what you'd see the first time you open it. So various kinds of documents. You'll see one of the unique things about this set is the style of art. It's all done hand illustrated cartoon style. That's very unusual. Even the things that are supposed to be photographs are hand illustrated cartoons. And then in each case, there are some locked sections that you only get at a certain point after interacting with a website or whatever. They sort of separate the game into multiple acts. They all are about the same structure and work about the same. When you get to the end of a case, you have to answer some questions on the internet. Now we'll do some pros and cons. On the pros column, there's quite a bit here. It's a unique theme. There are lots of these cold case games out there, and this one takes a very different tact. The basing on true postal crimes really does give it a different feel. Instead of what we're used to, which is a murder, here we've got some variety of fraud, financial crimes, etc. There's a good variety of evidence and very high production quality. I showed you the art, and just the general sort of graphic design of everything feels quite unique. Now, I wouldn't say it's better or worse than the standard cold case games, but it is different. It does feel different. And in fact, the entire nature of the cases and the ways you interact with the internet in the middle of cases all feels quite different, quite unique, almost like you're in an alternate universe of cold case game. The staging in multiple acts is done well. There are some clever aha type moments, some subtlety and humor. And I would say overall, a charming experience, sort of an experience that feels like you're playing someone's vision, an alternate vision of a cold case game. All right, now for some cons. I would say the website is not the best of these games we've played. There are occasional moments when you're answering questions that feel like maybe they're a little buggy, like a little bit of a miss in how it works. And sometimes you get asked questions that don't quite feel appropriate or that leak information. And I'd say a couple of bugs throughout the cases here. I think also I argue that it's that the fact that the box contains an easy, medium, and hard case means that probably you're going to be like Goldilocks. One or two of these cases are going to hit you right, and the other one is either going to be too hard or too easy. Although I would say that case one the case that's supposed to be easy actually feels to me noticeably weaker. I wouldn't say it's harder so much as more fragile and just didn't quite click for our group as well. It wasn't as satisfying. But cases 2 and 3 were very well done and quite satisfying. Okay, final thoughts here. It was nice to play a set of games that feel completely different from what's normally out there in this cold case genre. These are on the short side. It took us about 3 hours per session. We normally take a lot longer to play something on YouTube than in real life. So maybe you could expect an hour or two per case. So short experience, I would say, and in general on the easy side as a set. But a nice trajectory. By the time you get to case 3, it's a longer, more involved case with a little bit more intricacy. Bottom line is I'd be happy to play more of these, and I hope they make more. I'll see you on the next video.